supply constraint, they basically just built a whole nother product. What they probably should have done is just say, I wonder if we could sell the same thing without all of the demand on the backside for our time. If we did that, we could sell 3 times as many people. So cool, do that. If you were to talk to my team, you would know that the number one question I ask when they just vomit a whole bunch of information on me is I just say, like, what problem are we solving? When they decided to start this other product, they might not have been clear about the problem they were solving, or ask the second question, which is, can we just solve this problem in another way that doesn't include us starting an entirely new business, an entirely new acquisition strategy, and making another product? And the answer is yes. So how do you get customers?
So we use a challenge funnel, which means we use Facebook ads. We run to a 5-day free virtual challenge that we host inside of a Facebook group. And then on that challenge, we do teaching, training, Q&A, and then we lead to a sales call.
How long is each of the sessions?
1 hour.
And what's the drop off between day 1 and day 2?
On average, we go from about 9% down to 4 to 5%.
So you lose half between day 1 and day 2. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're getting only 9% of people to show up to day 1?
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll do about 6 of those challenges per year, and our average ad spend per challenge is about $19,440. We do also get some occasional sales from some other places, one of which is guesting on other people's podcasts. Yeah. We also have a setter on our team who will reach out to people via social media messenger and book calls for us, and then we host our annual in-person events, which some sales can come from as well.
What percentage come from top versus bottom?
I'd say 90 to 95%.
Okay.
We really would love to get Alex's feedback on this challenge funnel because we spend a lot of money on these challenges. Sometimes they make money, but other times we'll lose money and have to spend months recouping the costs.
Okay. So what are the problems?
So we have 3 primary problems. Our first is our cash flow cycle, which means it can sometimes take months for us to make back the money that we spend on new customer acquisition.
Tough.
Our second big problem is just improving overall conversion. We've recently noticed some drop off in attendees for our 5-day challenges, which are our main way of generating new leads and new sales. Our last big problem is just our own time constraint. We are almost at max capacity for delivering on our services just due to the amount of customization that's involved. Fixing these problems matters a lot to us because we went through what we call the anti-honeymoon stage when we first got married, which is where we were trying to figure out how to be business owners, but also still a married couple at the same time. So being able to reach other couples and help them sidestep some of the issues that we went through is really important to us.
Okay, so what's sales velocity? So how many sell a month?
So we do these challenges every 2 months, and this is what a typical challenge will look like. We'll generate about 511 leads and or registrants for the challenge, and the average challenge attendees are 26. So 26 out of the 511 will actually show up to the live sessions each day. Out of that, we will typically book 12 sales calls, we'll hold 10, and we'll close 6 sales. And currently right now, between both of our programs, we're working with 42 couples, and we've only had 4 clients churn over the last 12 months, and that's really just due to payment issues.
So right now, the company is y'all,
Yep.
Yes.
Zuck.
Yeah.
You have a CS person on the back and you have a setter on the front.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yep.
What other stuff you got? Anything else?
Because we just use Facebook ads to generate leads and sales in 2024,
Yeah.
Here are the total numbers for the Facebook ads. There's obviously a lot of numbers here, but some of the numbers that really stand out to us is the extremely high cost per average attendee at $815 and our average attendee show up rate of 5.25%. That being said, on the plus side, if people show up, they have a 49% chance of booking a sales call with us. That's why the average attendee to sales call book ratio is 49%.
I feel like we're gonna be able to fix this. And I think it's gonna be really elegant and it'll probably grow the company a lot and make you a lot more money. There's a version of the business that I like that I think would make this great. The fact that you like the date night and everybody likes the date night. Instead of doing a 5-day challenge, just do it a 4-hour date night and crush the full 4 hours in one pitch. You get twice as many people there and probably even more will show because it's a date night and you can still provide all the value you normally do and then just close.
So frame it like couples are coming together for a date night. You could actually probably break a record around that too. Like in the ad, say, hey, we're gonna do the world's biggest date night.
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
I like that.
But the thing is that we actually have to solve this back to front.